Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and also you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, and Seminole Indian, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And Shalom. It's your brother Halak here from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, with another video. And we're going to start right here in Habakkuk chapter 2. Habakkuk chapter 2. I don't even know what the point of the fucking do not disturb is, but I don't even know what the point is. Habakkuk 2:2, it says, "For Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." And that's exactly what our forefathers have done for us. They've written these things down for us to have them in the last days to make it plain, you see, to the world now, beginning with our people who this message is for first and foremost. The vision has been written, and we see it all coming to pass right before our eyes here in these last days. Everything has been just as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah said it would be. Not one thing has failed, because the Most High is faithful and true, as it tells you all throughout these scriptures. Habakkuk 2:3, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." And that's exactly what it is, man. You see, at the end it's speaking loud and clear. If you have the eyesight to see, if you have the ears to hear, and the eyes to see, it's plain and clear. And for us here at Great Millstone, beginning with the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, it's clear as day what's taking place. We see that Esau is rolling out this digital system, and it's going to be based and founded upon this RFID CHIP. So I have here, you already know what it is, man. Another video on the MOTB, because we're told to do what, man? Salakia. I'm having a slip in my mind. But let's get to the video real quick. So I have two that I downloaded from Instagram. Here's the first one. 30,000 people in Sweden have implanted their hand as of 2025. 30,000. You see this? And this is what they are planning to do worldwide. And it's going to be mandatory. How do we know? Because that's what the Most High said will come to pass. That's the vision that the Most High gave the Apostle John on the Isle of Patmos. This is what he saw happening here in these end days, man. And it's no coincidence that we're seeing these digital IDs being made mandatory in these different countries throughout the world. All of this is coming to America. You see, slowly but surely, it's all coming to America. And this is why we see right now, you have the government taking away all these government subsidies. You see, they're taking it all off the table. WIC, food stamps, Section 8. They're about to make it completely unbearable to live here in Babylon the Great. Inflation is at an all-time high. Trying to buy a house is damn near impossible, or impossible. The rents are skyrocketing. That's not by coincidence. That's not by chance. This is all happening because this is what they want to lead you into when it's all said and done. And they're taking everything away from you, or they're making everything unattainable or inaccessible to you. So you can beg and plead for normalcy. Beg and plead in the suffering. And they were like, all right, cool. This is what you have to do. This is what's coming, man. This is why we see them. This is why you see Donald Trump talking about now he wants America to be at the forefront of what? He wants America to be at the forefront of digital currencies. Do you think that's a coincidence? No, it's not. Everything is being transitioned from the old way to this new way. A new system where AI is going to be the god, and your token to have any access to any part of society is going to be this right here. This is what's coming. You see? Let's get this one. It says what? It says this new technology allows them to unlock doors, make payments, and replace IDs. Are they already not replacing the physical ID with a digital ID? All they got to do now is sync it to your CHIP as they put it into your body. You see? Now AI can govern you wherever you are. If you're disobeying the laws of the land, social credit score takes a nosedive. Now your access to certain things is cut off. You go over your beef quota, chicken quota, carbon quota. Now you're limited to what you can do. This activity is not available to you because you have exceeded your carbon quota for the month. Please return to your home or prepare to face even more severe consequences. The new government of America thanks you. Have a nice day. Some shit like that. Some shit like that, man. It might sound like some shot of a movie, but this is what's coming. And the thing is, they showed you that this is what they were gonna do all throughout their movies in Hollywood. This is what the elite are ushering in, and it's all according to the will of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. So 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We are not ignorant to what these devils are trying to do, man. Why? Why are we not ignorant? It's because Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai has revealed it unto us. Amos 3:7 says what? Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. You see this? So before, matter of fact, let's get this in a different translation. Well, you know what? I don't want to go to the whole chapter of it, but let's do it like this. Bible comparisons. Amos 3:7 in the CSB, it reads, indeed, the Lord power Yahweh does nothing without revealing his counsel to his servants, the prophets. So the Most High wouldn't bring this to pass without before showing it to his men. That's what he did for the Apostle John on the Isle of Patmos. The Apostle John wrote it down, made it plain upon tables, and here we have it here at the end of times with the full understanding of it through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. NLT, Amos 3:7, it reads, indeed, the sovereign Yahweh never does anything until he reveals his plans to his servants, the prophets. And us, the prophets, beginning with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, have made this plain and clear unto you through the Holy Spirit. Constantly going into it, still going into it, as it makes its way, you see, more and more to center stage, to be fulfilled. So we're not ignorant of Satan's devices because the Most High let us know what this devil is trying to do. You see? We know exactly where this is going. And we've been calling this play that Esau has been trying to run for years now. Our apostles and elders been calling it for decades. And here we are on the brink of it coming to pass. So watch now as these nations start to transition from physical IDs to digital IDs. You already have in the UK that you can't even work if you don't got a digital ID. That's a foreshadowing of what the elite ultimately want. Because trying to tell you, man, we're trying to tell you this is what's coming. You see? So let's just get to it. Revelation 13. It ain't got to be long because we done broke this down extensively at this point now. But Revelation 13 and 15, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And this is what Esau is doing now. He's giving life to the image of the beast, which is what? Fashioned after the ancient Roman Empire. This is why you see Esau in that spirit that he's in now. Huffing, puffing, breathing smoke to try to bend everyone to his will. To bring everyone into that ancient Roman way. A way of complete rebellion and disobedience toward Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah. You see? He wants everyone under his foot. He wants everyone to bend the knee. And look at him as if he's supreme. You see? It says what? Revelation 13 and 15. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And this is where it's going. If you don't want to worship the image of the beast, if you don't want to continue on in Esau's way, you're going to be killed. So let's go into the word for killed, man.
Strong's G 615. Apartaino. Apartaino.
Apartaino, right? It says to kill in any manner or any way, whatever, to destroy, to allow to perish. Metaphorically, to extinguish, abolish, to inflict mortal death, to deprive of spiritual life and procure eternal misery in hell. And there is no such thing as hell. You see? So let's go into the root.
Strong's G 575. Apa. Apa.
Apa, right? It says of separation, of local separation. After verbs of motion from a place, i.e. of departing or fleeing, of separation of a part from the whole, where of a whole some part is taken. You see this? So, matter of fact, let's keep going. Of any kind of separation of one thing from another, by which the union of fellowship of one of the two is destroyed. And your union with relying on this system or having any part of this system is going to be destroyed if you don't want to get this MOTB. You're going to be separated. It says of a state of separation that is of distance, physical of distance of place, temporal of distance of time. But you see what it is. So to be killed means to what? For you to be separated from this system. You're not going to have any part of it if you don't want to bend the knee. You see? This is what it is. The foreshadowing is what? The UK. You can't even work if you don't want to get the digital ID. That's a form of separation. It's mandatory and you have to get it. If you don't get it, you can't work. That's a form of the killing, the separation. You see? Separated from society. Now, how do you make a living for yourself without going in this way? So they're giving everyone an ultimatum. You see? And this is what was prophesied to happen. Now, the digital ID, that's not the MOTB. See, that digital ID is gonna evolve into what we're gonna read about here. Something they want to put inside of you. You see that? So Revelation 13 and 16 says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free in bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. This is where they're going to take it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or maybes. This is what they're going to do. This is what they're doing. This is what they're rolling out. And this is going to be forced on all of society. When this digital society fully turns on, no matter what your status is in the society, the only way you're going to be able to operate is by getting this device into your body, whether that be in your hands or in your head. And the hands goes into the RFID, CHIP, and then the head goes into those brain-computer interfaces, i.e. Neuralink, what's the other? And there's a few other ones, but Neuralink is at the forefront of it. You see? But this is where they want to take it. Now, what does it tell you in verse 17? And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So if you don't get this device put into your body in whatever form factor you get it, you're going to be killed or separated from this society to where you won't be able to buy or sell or even function in no shape, form, or fashion if you don't have it. Because everything is going digital. The physical money is being phased out. They're going to set up the parameters for if you don't have it, you can't even go into buildings because you can't be scanned into the system. You're going to be an anomaly and you're going to be targeted. This is where it's going. This is where these devils are taking it, man. You see? This is what we're all about to be faced with. And we already know what mindset we're in, man. We're not taking this shit. And may Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah allow us to continue on in that spirit and continue to refuse. Just like our righteous forefathers refused to bend the knee to any of the heathen idols, man. But this is where it's going. Revelation 13:8 says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. The number of a man is who? The so-called white man, beginning with the elite. 666 meaning what? Chi, Psi, stigma. And stigma goes into a mark made with a pointed instrument. The pointed instrument is what? The apparatus they're going to use to put this inside of your body, like we just showed you in that little clip. That's what it is, man. This is what it is. It's nothing other than this. It's something physical, something carnal that a carnal man is going to try to do to you. You see? This is what the world is facing. And we're praying that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah deliver us from this as he did. He promised he would deliver. This is Revelation 3:10. This is our Lord Yahweh Shai. Red letter. It reads, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You see that? This is where it's going. These people think something is going on now because they're taking away the food stamps and the Section 8 and all that shit. They call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahshua 1446. But they feeling it now because Esau's talking about taking away the stamps. You ain't seen shit yet. Wait till they tell you can't work unless you're integrated in this new system. That's the hour of temptation when this thing is made mandatory. And this is going to be something that comes upon the entire world, man, as a trying and testing. This is why the Most High has had the Spirit upon his men to constantly go into these into this, man. While you got other camps talking about, other Israelites talking about all the Israelites do is go into the all that Great Millstone does is go into the mark of the beast. Duh, that's one of the most important prophecies, if not the most important prophecy. Because if you get this device put into your body, man, it means certain death. You're done. You're going to be left to be destroyed in Babylon the Great. And we're praying Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai keeps us from this as he's promised to do. But this is what it is. A great time of testing when this thing is made mandatory. Well, you won't be able to move any further in Esau's society, you see, unless you have this in your body. This is where it's going, man. This is where it's going. You see? Now let's get to judgment. Revelation 14. Now this is directed to any of you Israelites, any of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. This is written for you, because the heathen, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Those who are here in Babylon the Great, they're going to be destroyed anyway. They have no salvation. But for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, you have been warned from the God of our fathers, man, that you are not to go and take this device into your body. You're not to listen to these false leaders or these false groups telling you that you can get it and then take it out at the last minute. You're not to listen to these false leaders who are telling you that the MOTB is something other than what we're saying it is, man. They're leading you astray, and they're about to lead you straight into the lake of fire. So this is what's written to all you rebellious ass Israelites who refuse to take heed to this warning. You refuse to take heed to the message that the Most High has given unto you from his men. Revelation 14:9, it reads, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast," which is Esau's power structure, you see, Babylon, NATO, EU, "and his image, which is fashioned after the ancient Roman Empire, a wicked way that is nothing but rebellious toward the Most High." You see, a satanic way of living. What we see around us right now. This is the image. You see? All the wicked agendas, all the wicked doctrines and philosophies, that's a part of the image. "And receive his mark," which is the RFID, CHIP, or any brain-computer interface, "in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." You see, this is going to be your fate. Any of you Israelites who go and get this device put into your body. And as we're seeing it now, a lot of you are going to go take it, because you can't even handle what is coming down the pipe now with Esau taking your food stamps away and your Section 8 away. You see, you ready to snap now. Imagine when you are completely cut off from society, and this is made mandatory, man. You see, if you get it in you, you're going to be burned up in this place when those 200 million thermonuclear warheads begin to rain down upon America at the height of World War III. You see, this is what's coming. Revelation 14:11, it says, "And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name." You see that? You're going to be left here to be burned up, all you Israelites, man. We're telling you that this is what they're coming with. This is what they're coming with. This is why they're so high on this AI shit. This is why they're so high on building all these goddamn data centers, man. This is why you're starting to see nations transition to digital IDs and making it mandatory for you to have if you want to work. That's why we're going to start to see them make it mandatory for you to use CBDCs. Because it's all leading up to this right here, man. Revelation 13 being brought to pass. You see? This is what it is. Here's another warning. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, you are not to bend the knee to Esau to take this device in your body. Thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, man. Hey, so with that, I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba.